Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Back to the road tomorrow, as this is the... Kaman comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Vonleh's subbed in for Davis. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Freaks checked in for Kyle Korver. On the court right now for the Hawks. Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague out there with Creek, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. They set the pick. Pass to Henderson. Lillard outside. Good.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, offensive rebounding to me is all about heart. The willingness to get in there and mix it up, do your work early, get to that inside position. And I didn't see any of that fight from them.
Rebounded by the Hawks. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Atlanta leading by 5. Freak dishes to Horford. The pass to Sosa. Picked by Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Freak missing.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Kaman, and it's blocked by Sosa. And Teague, here we go. Here's Millsap, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is working hard on the offensive glass. They've had a number of putbacks.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Gerald Henderson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Damian Lillard. Sosa the pass to Millsap. And it's sent back by Kaman. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here for Portland. Plumlee, he's checked in for Kaman. Davis comes in for Vonleh. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for Donald Sloan. And then for Atlanta, Paul Millsap is checked in for Horford. Cephalosha comes in for Justin Holiday. And Freak subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Sosa in at shooting guard. Cephalosha is out there with Wright. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Millsap in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets played some outstanding basketball. He ended with 19 points and was effective from long range as he got that scoring line by dropping in a good amount of threes. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards, guys.
And how about the high standards he has for himself? Really did have it all working for him in that game.
Anxious to see what's in his mind for an encore today. I mean, it'd be awfully difficult to top that last game.
Atlanta making a switch here. Korver's checked in. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Henderson with it. Now defended by Korver and stolen by Wright. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Sosa. The shot is off. And it's Portland the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle. It's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, In this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Sloan's checked in. It's Millsap with the drive. Second shot opportunity, and Horford with the lay-in. Horford's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Plumlee with the screen. Millsap against Davis. Davis sets a screen, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Now we have a moment to see the best rebounding teams in the league. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
You know what? As a group, they've been very effective. It's not one guy just crashing the boards. It's a total team effort and a team attitude with this group. That's why they rank amongst the league leaders in rebounding.
Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland. The Hawks leading by 11. Freak with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Chris Kaman with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
In the corner, Henderson with it. The three-pointer is right on target. Henderson's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
There's a good screen. There's the triple. Atlanta with the rebound. And here's Freak. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. That's good. Korver's got his second basket.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
Last month, we'll take a look at where the Hawks rank in the NBA stats. First in free throw percentage. First in fewest turnovers a game. On an opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
And you look at their ranking, tops in free throw percentage. I think it speaks to their focus and discipline as a team. They look to capitalize on every mistake.
Vonleh's checked in for Portland. Aminu comes in for Porter. Here's Sloan. Lets it go from 11. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Kaman's got his second basket of the night.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close. And looking now at some numbers for Millsap. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 9 points per game, 7 rebounds.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty. Porter's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Freaks checked in for Atlanta. Trailblazers trail by 16. Davis is out there with Plumlee. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Lillard in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. With some arc. Great D that time from Sosa. The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Six to shoot. Lillard with the rebound. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Henderson kicks to Lillard. To the inside. And Davis gets it to go.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Here's Sosa. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Lillard kicks to Porter. Plumlee with the screen. Henderson with it. Picked up by Teague. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. They set the pick. Here's Davis, and that one's good.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Chris Kaman's checked in for Plumlee, and Donald Sloan subbed in for Gerald Henderson. Then for the Hawks, Hardaway comes in for Cephalosha, and Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Jeff Teague. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. Freak number 1.
And he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field.
And Greg, this isn't a power forward we're talking about. I mean, this is a point guard. He's knocking down shots from 20 feet like they were layups.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Ed Davis. And the Hawks making a change here as well. White, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. They set the pick. Sloan dishes to Vonleh. Lillard left side, and stolen by Wright. Now here's Freak. 9 points in the game so far.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one is on Kaman.
You look at the stats for Freak. He has 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta. Also making some changes. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Kaman. Davis comes in for Noah Vonleh. And
sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And the basket by Lillard.
They're shooting it quite well now. Again, function of shot selection, ball movement. Guys are in rhythm, confident, free-flowing, and they're knocking down their shots.
To the left side wing. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Sloan.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Henderson's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Lillard against Teague. Over to the left wing. Aminu, the pass to Lillard. To the middle, Millsap with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Teague's got the ball, and a wide open look for Freak. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. And that's now 18 points for Freak. Trailblazers trail by 14. Lillard outside.